Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. In this video, we shall discuss the solutions of exercise 1 of real numbers chapter of our class 10, which is very simple and very interesting, right? So, I have very clearly discussed the concepts of this chapter in the earlier video. If you have not watched it, then do click on the I button to watch it, okay? Now let's get started. Now the first question is, use Euclid's division algorithm to find the HCF of the following numbers, okay? So firstly, let us quickly revise what is Euclid's division algorithm, okay? Suppose you have something like this. If you have a number, say 12, and if you want to divide it by 5, okay? So how will you do that? You will divide 12 by 5, okay? So 5 2s are 10 and now the remainder is 2. Now this 12 I can also write it as, see, I can write as 5 2s are, okay, so 5 into 2 plus the remainder, okay. So the 12, the number 12, I have expressed it as the divisor into quotient plus the remainder. Yes, so you already know that this is dividend, this is divisor, this is quotient, and this is the remainder. So the dividend, you have expressed it as divisor multiplied by the quotient plus the remainder, okay. So divisor multiplied by the quotient plus remainder, okay. So 12 you have expressed it as 5 multiplied 2 times plus 2, okay. It is nothing but 5 2s are 10 plus 2 is 12, okay. Now the same thing, suppose if I have a number say 15 and if I want to divide this 15 by 5, how will you do that? The same process, you divide 15 by 5, okay. So you know 5 3s are 15 and now the remainder is 0, okay. So now this 15 I can express it as same divisor into quotient plus the remainder is 0 in this case, okay. Now if you take any other example also, you will find that this remainder is always less than this divisor, okay. Suppose if I take a number 14, okay, so 14 divided by 5, so you divide 14 by 5, so you know that 5 2s are 10, now the remainder is 4, okay. So in any case, you take the remainder cannot be more than this divisor, okay. That means the remainder cannot be more than 5, okay. It will be either, it can be 0 or any number less than 5, okay. So the same thing Euclid has given in the form of an algorithm, okay. So what is it? Suppose if A and B are two positive integers, okay, they are positive integers. If A and B are two positive integers, then they can be expressed in the form of this thing, okay. So they can be expressed, A can be expressed as BQ plus R. The same thing they are writing as BQ plus R, okay. Now just see, if I take this divisor as B, okay, quotient as Q and remainder as R, okay, and let this dividend be A, okay. So nothing but we are representing the dividend as A, divisor as B, quotient as Q and remainder as R, okay. So the dividend A can be expressed as, now 5 is nothing but B multiplied by Q plus R, right. In this case also just check. So this dividend, if you take this dividend as A, okay, and divisor as B, quotient as Q and remainder as R, okay. In this case also you can see it is A is equal to B Q plus R, right. Now here also you can see the same relation holds good, okay. So generalizing, if there is a number A, you can express it as BQ plus R, okay. And also I told you the condition for R can be 0, okay. R can be 0 or greater than 0, okay. So now in this case you can see R is 0, yes, or R can be 0 or it can be greater than 0 also. In this case it is 2, in this case it is 4, okay. But R cannot be greater than the divisor, okay. Now here divisor you have taken it as 5. You see in all the cases R is always less than 5, right. So R can be either 0 or R can be a number less than 5, okay. Here 5 is nothing but the divisor. Divisor we have represented with the letter B, okay. So the same thing I have written here, okay. So always the remainder can be 0 or greater than 0, but it is less than the divisor. Okay, so 0 should be less than or equal to R, should be less than B. Okay, so this is nothing but Euclid's division lemma. So using this Euclid's division lemma, you can find the HCF of numbers. Okay, so our first question is, you have to find the HCF of these two numbers. Okay, so 135 to 25. Okay, so what shall we do? How shall we proceed? What we will do is, firstly you will take the bigger number. Okay, so in this case, which is the bigger number? 225 is the bigger number. Okay, you will take it as A. Okay, so always the bigger number you will take it as A. Okay, and the smaller number I will take it as B. A and B is nothing but bigger number you are taking it as dividend, smaller number you are taking it as divisor. Okay, so now you know that from Euclid's division lemma, you know A equal to BQ plus R, right? So we shall bring these two numbers in this form. Okay, so here A is nothing but 225. 225 is equal to, what is B? B is 135. Now the quotient and remainder you don't know, right? So how shall we find it? Simple, you will just divide it. Okay, so you will just divide 225 divided by 135. Right, so you know that 135 twos is nothing but 270. Okay, but here you have 225, which means 135 will go only one time. Okay, so this is 135. Now subtracting, what do you get? So this is 0, so this is 9. Okay, so the remainder is 90s. Okay, so this is the divisor which we have taken, which is represented as B. Dividend is A, quotient is Q, remainder is R. Clear? So now writing, so B is 135. Okay, what is Q? Q is 1 in this case. Okay, this is multiplied by 1 and plus the remainder is 90. Simple. So you can also cross check. 135 ones are 135 plus 90, it will give you 225. Clear? So now what is the next step? In the next step, what you will do is, you will take this as A and this remainder will be B. Okay, this divisor will become A and this remainder will be B. Okay, so A is 135 now. Okay, A is 135 is equal to, what is B? B is 90. Okay, B is 90. And what is the quotient? Here you can see 90 multiplied 2 times gives you 180. Okay, so it goes only one time. Okay, so let me do it here for your clear understanding. 135 divided by 90. Okay, 90 goes only one time. Okay, so subtracting, what will you get? You will get 45. Okay, remainder is 45, quotient is 1. Okay, so quotient is 1 plus the remainder is 45. Okay, so we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so here now this will be A and this will be B. Okay, so after equal to sign, the first number will be A and the second number will be B. Clear? You will not touch the quotient. Okay, so now again this A is 90, so 90 is equal to B is what? B is 45. Now what is Q? You know that 45 twos are 90. Right? So when 45 twos are 90, what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 0. Let me do it here again for your clear understanding. So 45 divided by 90. Okay, 45 twos are 90. Now what is the remainder? 0. Right? So 45 into 2 plus remainder is 0. Okay, so now when you get the remainder as 0, you will stop the process here. Clear? So when the remainder is 0, you will stop the process. Okay, and whatever value you have got here in the place of B, that will be your HCF. Okay, so comparing, this is nothing but A is equal to BQ plus R, right? So in the place of B you got 45, right? When R is 0, when remainder is 0, what is B value? B value is 45. Okay, so this B value is nothing but your HCF. Okay, so therefore HCF of which two numbers? 225 and 135 is how much? Is 45. Clear? So let us do one more problem. It will be very easy, very clear for you. Okay, so simply you just divide here. Okay, whatever you get, you know how to write it in terms of this Euclid's division lemma. Okay, so this is A is equal to BQ plus R. Okay, the same thing you will write here. Okay, and when you find that the remainder is 0, you will stop the process. Okay, stopping the process, and this value of B will be your HCF. Clear? So let us do one more problem now. So in the next question, you have 196 and 38,220. Okay, now whichever is the bigger number, you will take it as the dividend. Okay, the dividend is nothing but you are representing it as A. Okay, so I'll take this as A. Okay, A is equal to 38,220, and what is B? B is 196. Okay, now this we have to write it in this form. Okay, A is equal to BQ plus R. A is nothing but 38,220 is equal to B. What is B? B is 196. Now what is Q? You don't know. You have to divide and check. Okay, so let us divide and check now. Okay, so this is 38,220 divided by 196. Okay, so 196 2s are 196 multiplied by 2 will give you what? So 196 if you multiply by 2, you will get 392. Okay, so you have only 382, so let us take 1s are 196. Okay, so now subtracting, you will get this is 7, so this is 6, this is 2, so this is 8, this is 1. Okay, now let us bring this 2 down. Okay, you have 196 and you have 1862. Okay, so simple, you know that 196 tensa is how much? 196 into 10 will be what? It will be 1960. Okay, so this is tensa. Okay, 196 multiplied 10 times will give you this, but you have 1862, which is a little lesser number. Okay, that means definitely you will have 196 into 9 close to this, right? Okay, I am not writing the 196 table. See how I am doing it. Okay, so by just looking at the number, you can see that it is close to 196 multiplied 9 times. So okay, why? Because 196 multiplied 10 times will give you this number, right? So this is little smaller than this. Okay, so definitely it will be 196 multiplied 9 times. Let us do 9 6 are 54. Okay, so this is 81 plus 5 is 86, and now this is 17. Okay, so 196 multiplied 9 times gives you 1764. Okay, so let us write here 1764. Clear? So subtracting, you have this is 8. Okay, so this is 9. Okay, so let us bring this 0 down. Clear? So this is 980. Okay, you have 196. Now again, see, you have 0 in the units place. Okay, so you know that 6 5s are 30. Okay, other than this you will not have any 0. 1 0 you will have when you have 10. The other 0 you will have when you have 196 multiplied 5 times. Okay, so let us check if it is working. So 196 multiplied by 5 times will give you what? So this is 30. Now this is 45 plus 3 is 48, and this is 9. Correct? It is exactly dividing. Okay, so 196 5 times gives you 980. The remainder is 0. Okay, now just look here. So let me write here this 38220. This is nothing but the dividend A. So this is the divisor B. Okay, so this is the quotient Q, and the remainder you got is 0. Okay, so let us write here. So it is 196 into quotient is 195. Okay, remainder is what? Remainder is 0. Okay, so let me divide this board. Okay, so now see, I told you wherever you get the remainder as 0, you will stop the process, right? So here in the first step itself, you got the remainder as what? The remainder as 0. So you will stop the process, and what will you do? You will take this B value here. This is B, right? So you will take this value as the HCF. Okay, so therefore now HCF of 196 and 38,220 is nothing but 196. Clear? So let us take another problem. Here you have 867 and 225. Okay, so which is a bigger number? As you can see, 867 is the bigger number, so you will take it as A, and the smaller number you will take it as B, right? So what is A? A is nothing but 867, B is nothing but 225. Okay, so now let us write it in Euclid's division form. So it is A is equal to BQ plus R, right? So here A is nothing but 867 is equal to B is 225. You don't know the quotient and remainder. Okay, so let us do it here. So 867 divided by 225. Okay, so now just see how am I doing. So 25 2s is nothing but 50 and 2 2s is nothing but 40. Okay, so 225 2 times will give you 450. Okay, now if I want 225 multiplied 3 times, it is nothing but 450 plus 225. Okay, so it is 5 7 675. Okay, so this is 3 times. Okay, 225 multiplied 3 times is 675. Okay, now if you want to multiply 225 4 times, it will be 450 plus 450, right? 2 times is 450, so you want 4 times, so it will be 450 plus 450. So 225 into 4 will be 900, right? So which is more. Okay, so we'll take 3 times. So 225 multiplied 3 times gives you how much? 675. Are you getting it? I am not just multiplying, okay? I am just calculating in my mind, okay? So 225 multiplied 2 times gives what? It gives 450, okay? So if I want 4 times, it is 450 plus 450, which is 900, which is more than our dividend, okay? So let us take 3 times. So 3 times means 450 plus one other 225, okay? So it gives you 675. Clear? So now see. So it is subtracting, you get in this way. Okay, so this is 9, 192. Okay, now you can see 192 is less than 225, right? So you cannot divide further. Okay, if you want to divide, you have to write a decimal point, but we are not going to decimals. Okay, so you cannot divide, so we shall take this step now. So this is R, this is Q. Okay, so what is our Q? Quotient is 3. Okay, quotient is 3 plus R is 192. Clear? So in the next step, now you will take this as A and this as B. Okay, so let us write. So 225 is equal to, so B is 192 into, you don't know again, Q. So let us do it here. So you have 192, so 225 divided by 192. Okay, so here you can see clearly 225 is close to 192, right? So 192, if you take 2 times, it will be more. Okay, so let us take 192 one time. Okay, so it is 192 one time gives you 192. Okay, subtracting, you will have this 33. Okay, so this is quotient, this is remainder. Okay, let me write it here. 192 one time plus remainder is 33. Okay, now again this is A, this is B. Now let us take the next step. This is 192 equal to, so 33. Now let us divide again. So 33 divided by 192. Okay, so you cannot take 2 numbers, you have to take 192 completely. So 33. Now let us take 33 5s are 33 5s are 15, 165. Okay, now this is 19. Okay, so it is 198, which is more than this. So let us take the 5s are. So 5s are 165. Okay, so now just see. So subtracting, you have 7 and this is 2, 27. Okay, so this is quotient, this is remainder. Clear? So quotient is 5 plus remainder is 27. Clear? Now again this is A, the first term is A and this is B. Clear? So let us write. So this is 33 is equal to B is 27. Now you know 27 1s are 27, 27 2s are 54, which is more. Okay, so you will take only 1s are. Okay, now 33 subtracted by 27 will give you the remainder, right? What I am saying is 33, if you divide by 27, you will get 1s are 27. Okay, subtracting these two, you will get the remainder, right? So that is what I was saying. So here the remainder is 6. Okay, so this is 6. Now again you can see this is A, this is B. Okay, after equal to sign, the first term the first number will be A and this remainder will be B. Okay, so 27 is equal to A is equal to B is 6, Q plus R. Now if you divide 27 by 6, what will you get? 6 4s are 24. Now what is the remainder? 3. Okay, so quotient is 4. 6 4s are 24. The remainder is 3. Okay, you don't have to divide these small numbers also. To make it clear for you, I am dividing. Otherwise you can see it is 6 4s are 24. Okay, and now 24 minus 27 is 3. Okay, now this is nothing but A, this is B. Okay, so now A is 6. 6 is equal to, you have B as 3. You know that 3 multiplied 2 times gives you what? 6. So what is the remainder? It is 0. Okay, now you got the remainder as 0. So you will stop the process here. Okay, so remainder is 0. When the B value is what? B is 3. Okay, so when the remainder is 0, you will consider this B value. Okay, so that becomes the HCF. Therefore, HCF of 867 and 225 is what? Is this value. Okay, 3. Is it clear now? So it's very simple. The only concept you have to remember is A is equal to PQ plus R. Okay, the bigger number you will take it as A and the smaller number you will take it as B. Okay, so you will write the first step by simple division. Okay, A is equal to BQ plus R. Okay, so in the next step you will take this number. This divisor will become the dividend. Okay, so this you will take it as A and this you will take it as B. Clear? Again you will try to divide and you will write the quotient plus remainder. Okay, and you will continue the process until you get remainder as 0. Now when the remainder is 0, you will take this value. Okay, this is nothing but B. Okay, you will take this B as the HCF. Clear? So for dividing also, the easiest method what I am telling you is just do it in your mind. Okay, I see many children, they will be just calculating 192 1s are 192 2s are 3s are 4s are, which is a lengthy process. Okay, otherwise what you can do is, now just here you can see 33 5s are 165. Directly I have taken 5s are. Why? Because you know 3 5s are 15. So you know that 30 5s are 150, right? So if I take 33 5s are also, I feel that somewhere I will get a closer answer, right? So I have checked 33 5s, it is 165. But to make sure, I have taken 33 6 also. 33 multiplied 6 times also. I got a bigger number, so I have taken 5s. Okay, so simple techniques. By practice, maths will be very easy, trust me. Okay, so note it down and we shall move on to the next one. Moving on to the second question, you have show that any positive odd integer. Okay, so positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. Okay, you have to show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5 where q is some integer. Okay, so this also we will do using Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, so how? Now just see. So this is second problem. Okay, so now using Euclid's division algorithm we shall try to solve it. Okay, so we want positive odd integer. So let that positive odd integer we will take it as A. Okay, this A. Okay, so let A be the required positive odd integer. Are you getting it? So I have taken this A as the required positive odd integer. Okay, now what shall we take for B? Okay, so whenever a question is given to you, you will compare this with the Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, so now just see, it is of the form BQ plus R. Okay, it is of the form BQ plus R, right? So just by looking here, you can see that B is nothing but 6. Clear? So here you can see B is 6, here also it is 6, here also it is 6. Okay, so in the place of B you have 6. Okay, so we will take B as 6. Getting it? So how did I take B value? Just from the question. Okay, so always this B value, it depends on the question. Okay, clear? So we'll do another problem also, it will be very clear for you. So comparing these two, you can see it is of the form BQ plus R where B is 6. Clear? So now what is the value of r? You know that r should be less than b, right? So when r is less than b, r can be equal to 0 or greater than 0, okay, and it should be less than b. What is b in this case? It is 6, okay, so the same condition. Clear? So that means r can take values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, it should be less than 6, so you will stop at 5. Clear? So now taking b as 6, let us write Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, so using Euclid's division algorithm, let us write. Okay, so Euclid's division algorithm is nothing but a is equal to bq plus r, but here b is what? B is 6, so it is 6q plus r. Now r is what? R can be anything from 0 to 5, right? So take this as equation 1. Okay, so now since you have r as these values, so let us write each of it in different cases. Okay, so case 1, let us take r as 0. Okay, when r is 0, what happens to this Euclid's division lemma? Let us see. Then equation 1 will become a is equal to 6q plus r is what? R is 0. Okay, so a will become a equal to 6q. Okay, so now this you can write as a is equal to 2 into 3q, right? So this, now just see, you have written this as 2 into some number. Yes, 2 into something, 2 multiplied by something, which means it is an even number, right? Anything you multiply by 2, suppose you take a number 15, if you multiply this 15 by 2, what do you get? You will get 30. Suppose you take a number 20, if you multiply it by 2, what do you get? You get 40. Now what is this 30 and 40? They are even. Okay, so anything if you are multiplying by 2, you will get a even number. Okay, here you are multiplying this by 2, which means this ultimate thing will be even. Okay, so here you will get a even number. Clear? But what do we want? You want positive odd integer. Clear? So when r equal to 0, you are getting a even number, which is, but you want odd integer. Okay, so let us take case 2. What is case 2? In case 2, you will take r equal to 1. Okay, so when r equal to 1, this equation will become, let us write it here. So it will be a is equal to 6q plus r is what? R is 1. Okay, so this I can write as a is equal to 2 into 3q plus 1. 6 I can write as 2 into 3 plus 1. Okay, so here you have 2 into 3q is nothing but an even number, as you have seen here. 2 into 3q is even. If you are adding 1 to any even number, what do you get? You will get a odd number. Okay, so implies a is odd. Okay, so in this case you are getting a is odd. Okay, because you are adding 1 to the even number, you will get a odd number. Clear? So now let us take case 3. What is case 3? You have taken r equal to 0, r equal to 1. Now case 3 is r equal to 2. So when r is equal to 2, what happens to this equation? A is equal to 6q plus 2. Okay, so now this is equal to, now here you can see you have 2 common from these two terms. Okay, so if you take 2 common, this is nothing but 3q. Why is it 3q? Since 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Okay, so you are taking 2 common, so what is left over? 3 and q. Okay, so a, here you will have 3q plus here also you are taking 2 common. Okay, so 2 can be written as 2 into 1. If you are taking 2 common, what are you left out with? You are left out with 1. Clear? So here also you can see this is 2 multiplied by some number. Yes, so 2 multiplied by some number will give you what? Will give you even number. Okay, but we don't want even number. What do we want? You want odd number. Okay, so let us take the next case. Okay, so next case is case 4. What is case 4? When r equal to 3. Okay, so this becomes a is equal to 6q plus 3. Clear? Now here this you can write as 6q plus this 3 you can write as 2 plus 1. Yes, why am I doing it? You will know it in the next step. Okay, so this is equal to, now from these two, let us take 2 as common. Okay, so same thing, if you take 2 common, what will happen? You will have 3q plus 1. Okay, and you have a plus 1 again separately. Okay, so this is nothing but even. We have seen this is even. Okay, so even, for an even number you are adding 1. So what will you get? You will get a odd number. Okay, so here in this case A is odd. Are you getting it? So in this case A is odd. Okay, so let us move on to the next one, case 5. Okay, in case 5 you will take R as 4. You have finished R equal to 3, you will take R equal to 4. Okay, so this becomes A is equal to 6q plus 4. Okay, now here you can see you can take 2 common. So if you take 2 common, so here you will have 3q plus 2. Okay, so 4 you can write as 2 into 2. So taking 2 common, you are left out with 2. Okay, that is what I have written. Okay, so 2 into something gives you what? It gives you even. So here A is even. Okay, so let us take the next case, case 6. In case 6, let us take R equal to 5. Okay, so here this will become A is equal to 6q plus 5. Okay, now this 5 I can write it as 4 plus 1. Why 4 plus 1? So that I can take something common from these two terms. Okay, so 5 and 6 you cannot take anything in common. If you write it as 4 plus 1, from these two I can take 2 common. Okay, so here also we have done the same thing. Okay, so now this is equal to, this will be 3q plus 2 and you have plus 1. Okay, now 3q plus 2 you have seen it is even. So even plus 1 will give you odd. Okay, so in this case A is what? A is odd. Clear? Okay, now let us see. Here in first case it is even. What do you want? You want positive odd integer. Okay, so in first case it is even, so you don't want this. Okay, here you have odd, so you want this. You don't want this even. Here in case 4 you have odd, and here you have even, here you have odd. Okay, so when did you get an odd number? When you have taken R equal to 1, so A was 6q plus 1. Okay, and here you can see when you have taken R equal to 3, A was 6q plus 3. When you took R equal to 5, A is 6q plus 5. Okay, so when did you get odd number, odd integer? When A equal to 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5. Is that what we have to prove? Right, so simply let us conclude, therefore when A is equal to 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, what did you get? You got odd positive integer. Okay, so very simple. Let me just recap it. So whatever they are asking you in the question, you will take it as A. Okay, and here you will just check for the conditions what you have to prove. From these conditions you will take the B value. Okay, now you already know that R will be less than B. Here B is 6, so R is less than 6. Okay, from 0 to a number less than 6, that means till 5 you have the values of R. Okay, now using Euclid's division lemma, you know that A is equal to BQ plus R. Okay, but here B is nothing but 6, so A is equal to 6q plus R. Okay, this A you have taken it as the positive odd integer. Clear? So now when you take R equal to 0, you will just substitute these R values here in this equation. Okay, so when R equal to 0, you got A equal to 6q. Now 6q you can write as 2 into something. Now 2 into something gives you even number. Okay, but you want only odd number, so you are taking next case. In next case, when you took R equal to 1, so this 6q is nothing but an even, and 1 added to even number will give you odd, right? Suppose you take 16, 16 is even, 1 added to 16 will give you what? 17, which is odd, right? So the same concept. Clear? Now when you take R equal to 2, the next case, R equal to 2, 3, 4, so you go on doing that. Okay, and you'll substitute in this place. Okay, in this Euclid's division lemma. When you took R equal to 2, here you can take 2 common, so you got it as even. Okay, 2 multiplied by something will give you even. Now here when you took R equal to 3, you got it as 6q plus 3. Okay, now here in this case, what did we do? we should know whether the number this is even or odd. So for that I have taken this as 2 plus 1. 3 I have written it as 2 plus 1. Okay, so from these two terms I have taken 2 common. Okay, because for any number to be even or odd, you will write as 2 into something will be definitely even. Okay, so 2 into some number if you multiply, so if you take 2 into x, this will be even, right? The same thing if you take 2x plus 1, this will be odd, right? The same concept you have used. So here you can take 3 as common, but taking 3 common will not give you anything. It will not tell you whether it is even or odd. Okay, so taking 2 will tell you whether the number is even or odd. Okay, so that is the reason I have written it as 2 plus 1. Okay, and from these two I have taken 2 common. So now this is even plus 1. Even plus 1 gives you odd. Did you get my point now why I have taken this in this way? Clear? So the whole concept is to know whether a number is even or odd, you need to get it in this form. Okay, 2 into something or 2x plus 1. Okay, so even plus 1 or 2 into something will give you even number. Clear? So this is an important 4 marker. Okay, essay question. So only thing you have to do is you have to remember the initial 3-4 steps are very important. Okay, so all other things are just substituting our values here in different cases. Okay, moving on to the third question. Here you have an army contingent of 616 members is to march behind an army band of 32 members. Okay, so an army contingent of 616 members are to march behind an army band of 32 members. Okay, so the two groups are to march in the same number of columns. Okay, so they are to march in the same number of columns. That means this is column. Yes, vertically. Okay, so what is the maximum number of columns in which they can march? Okay, so you have 616 members who have to march behind this band of 32 members. Okay, so one behind the other. So how many columns will you require for them to march? Okay, so they are asking you the maximum number of columns. Now looking at the word maximum, you have to realize that you have to find HCF. Okay, highest common factor. Okay, since they want the maximum, so remember they want the maximum, so you have to find highest common factor, HCF. Okay, so using Euclid's division lemma, let us find the HCF. Now using that, you know that the bigger number you will take it as A. Here 616 you will take it as A and B is nothing but 32. Clear? So using the same process, so 616 is equal to 32 into, you don't know the quotient and remainder. Let us see here. So 616 divided by 32. Okay, so 32 twos will give you what? 64. Okay, but you have only 61, so you'll take 32 ones are 32. Okay, so subtracting, what do you get? You have 9. Okay, and this is 2, and bringing down the 6 down. Okay, so 296, it is close to 320. 32 multiplied 10 times. Okay, so let us take 32 multiplied 9 times and check. So this is 18, this is 27 plus 1 is 28, 288. Okay, so 9s are 288. Okay, now subtracting, you have this as 8, remainder is 8. Okay, so this is A, 616 was A, and this is B, this is Q, and this is R. Clear? So let us substitute here. Q is what? Q is 19 plus remainder is 8. Okay, so as I told you, this will be next A and this is B. Okay, so 32 is equal to BQ plus R. B is 8 into, you know that 8 multiplied 4 times gives you what? 32, right? So the remainder is what? 0. Okay, so when the remainder is 0, what is HCF? HCF is nothing but this value, right? The B value. This is of the form A is equal to BQ plus R. Now R is 0. Okay, now what is B? B is 8. Okay, comparing B is 8. So this 8 is nothing but the HCF. So therefore HCF of 616 and 32, how much did you get? You got it as 8. Okay, so you want the maximum number of columns, right? So what is the maximum number of columns? It is nothing but HCF. So maximum, therefore maximum number of columns is how much? Maximum number of columns is nothing but the HCF. Okay, HCF is what? HCF is 8. So maximum number of columns are also 8. Clear? So moving on to the next question, you have use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer. Okay, so this is which question? Fourth question. Okay, so you have to prove it is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Okay, so this is what you have to prove. Okay, so now they are saying you to prove that square of any positive integer. Okay, so now let the positive integer, you take it as say x. Okay, so let x be the positive integer you want. Okay, so let x be the positive integer. Okay, now comparing this with bq plus r. Okay, comparing this with bq plus r, what is the value of b? B is nothing but 3. Okay, so b is 3 in this case. Now what is the value of r? R is 0 or greater than 0 and it should be less than b. B is 3 in this case. Okay, so r can take values 0, 1 and 2. Okay, it is less than 3, so you will stop at 2. Clear? Now using Euclid's division lemma, what do you have? Euclid's division algorithm. So using that, how can you write this x as? So x can be written as x is equal to bq plus r. Okay, so instead of a, I have taken it as x. Now I'll tell you why. So you have written it as bq plus r. Okay, x is equal to bq plus r. Now what is b here? B is nothing but 3. Okay, so x is equal to 3q plus r. Okay, so let this be equation 1. Now let us substitute r equal to 0, 1, 2 in this equation. Okay, so case 1. So what is the first case? When r equal to 0, what happens to this? X will be 3q plus 0. Okay, so x is nothing but 3q. Clear? But what do you want in the question? You want the square of any positive integer. Okay, you want the square of the positive integer. Now x is a positive integer, you have taken that, but you want the square of this. So what should you do here? You have to square. Okay, so squaring. Understood why am I squaring? Because you want the square of the positive integer. In the question it is given you have to square the positive integer. Now you have taken the positive integer as x. Okay, now you have to square it to get this square. Okay, square of this positive integer. Okay, now squaring x square is equal to, this is 3q square. Okay, so x square, let me take it as a. Okay, the square of this positive integer, let me take it as a. Understood now why did I take it as x initially? So that when you square it, let us take it as a. Okay, so a is equal to, now this is nothing but 3 square into q square, right? Separating the powers. Now this, if I write it as 3 into q square. Okay, this dot represents multiplication. Clear? It is not decimal, it is multiplication. Okay, so 3 into, now this 3q square, let me take it as m. Okay, so let 3q square is some integer m. Okay, some positive integer m. So replacing this as m, so I can write as 3m. Okay, so this 3q square, I have taken it as m. Okay, so replacing, I can write as 3m. Okay, so what did I get? I got the square of any positive integer. A is nothing but the square of this positive integer. Okay, you got it in the form of 3m. Right? So let us take the next case, case 2. In case 2, r equal to 1. Okay, so when r equal to 1, this becomes x is equal to 3q plus 1. Okay, so x is a positive integer, but we want square of the positive integer. Okay, so you will square. Now squaring on both the sides, what will you get? So this is x square equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. Okay, now 3q plus 1 whole square is of the form a plus b whole square. It is of the form a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Clear? So let us write it in this form. So this is a square. Here a is nothing but 3q, b is 1. Okay, a square is 3q whole square plus 2ab. 2 multiplied by a is 3q, b is 1. Okay, this dot represents multiplication. Clear? Plus b square is 1 square. Okay, so this is nothing but 3 square into q square. I am just separating the powers. Plus you have 2 into 3q. Okay, now 2 into 1 is 2, into 3q you have plus 1 square is 1. Okay, now from these two terms, can I take 3 as common? Here you can see, here you have 1 3 and here also you have 1 3. Let us take that 3 common. If you take 3 common, you are left out with, here 3 square is nothing but 3 into 3. I am taking 1 3 as common, so I am left out with another 3. So that 3 I will write it here. And I have q square also, that also you will write it here. Plus, now this 3 you are taking common, so you are left out with 2q, so that you write it here. Only from these two terms you are taking 3 common. Okay, here you have plus 1. Okay, now what shall we do? This entire bracket, whatever is there in this bracket, let us represent it as m. Okay, so let whatever you have 3q square plus 2q, this I want to write it as m. Okay, so this entire thing if I write as m, this will be 3m plus 1. Clear? This entire thing I have taken it as m. So 3m plus 1. Okay, so this x square I am taking it as a. Okay, so square of positive integer square I am taking it as a, as in the previous case. Okay, so this you got it as square of any positive integer is 3m plus 1. Okay, now let us take the next case. You have one more case left out, r equal to 2. Okay, so let us take it case 3 when r equal to 2. Okay, so what happens to this equation? It is x is equal to 3q plus 2. Okay, this is positive integer, but you want the square of it. In the question they are asking you the square of positive integer. So squaring on both the sides you will get x square equal to 3q plus 2 whole square. Now the same formula, a plus b whole square. So this is a square, a is nothing but 3q square plus 2 into a into here b is 2 plus b square is 2 square. Clear? So here let me separate the powers. 3 square into q square plus 2 into, now 2 2s are 4. Let me write it in this way. 2 2s are 4 into 3q plus 2 square is nothing but 4. Okay, so this is nothing but, now this 4 I can write as 3 plus 1. Yes, now let me show it is 3 square into q square plus 4 into 3q. I am not solving this, okay, because anyway we are going to take common, okay, in this way. So plus here I can write as 3 plus 1. Why? Because if I write as 3 plus 1 I can take 3 common. Okay, 3 common in this. Clear? So that is the reason I am writing it as 3 plus 1. Okay, now it depends on the question. Clear? So from all these 3 terms, okay, these 3 terms I can take 3 as common. So if you take 3 as common, here 3 square, out of 3 square if you take 3 common you are left out with 3 and you have q square. Plus if you take 3 common you are left out with 4q. Okay, plus here if you take 3 common, 3 is nothing but 3 into 1. If you are taking 3 common you are left out with 1. Okay, and you have plus 1 here, bringing down. Okay, so this is nothing but 3 into, now this entire thing you consider it as m. Okay, like in the previous case, if you consider this entire thing as m, so this is 3m plus 1. Okay, the same thing you got, right? So square of any positive integer you got it either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Right? So that is what we have to prove. Okay, so the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So what did we do? Simple. So comparing this, you have taken b value as 3, okay, and you have taken x to be the positive integer. Clear? And r takes values 0 1 2 because you have r b as 3, so r stops at 2, okay, because r is always less than b. Clear? Now using Euclid's division formula you have written this x equal to 3q plus r. Why 3? Because you have b as 3. Okay, so now Considering r equal to 0, r equal to 1, r equal to 2, you will substitute here in this equation. Okay, now why are we squaring this? Because in the question it is asked to find the square of any positive integer. Okay, that is the reason we are squaring it. Okay, now squaring, you will try to bring it of the form 3m. Okay, here also squaring, you are trying to bring it of the form 3m plus 1. Clear? Here also squaring, and here this is an extra step. I have divided this 4 as 3 plus 1 because I can take 3 common. Okay, so you got it of the form 3m plus 1. Clear? Moving on to the next question. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. Okay, so the cube of any positive integer you want to prove. Okay, so now in the previous case we have taken x as a positive integer. You can take any variable for that case. Okay, so here let me take it as a. Okay, so let a be the positive integer. Okay, so let a be the positive integer. Okay, you can take anything, any variable. Okay, we have taken x in the previous case, now I am taking it as a, no problem. Okay, so now what is the value of b? But b, you have to be very careful. B value will always be from the question. Okay, here comparing with a equal to b cube plus r, what do you have in the place of b? You have 9. Okay, so b value is 9. Clear? So now what is r value? R is 0 less than or equal to r less than b. B is what? B is 9. Clear? So for a, here you can take any variable, but here the value of b will always, you will take from the question. Okay, and r will be less than b. Greater than 0 or equal to 0 and less than b. Clear? Now again, using Euclid's division lemma, what can you say? Using Euclid's division lemma, you can write it as a equal to b cube plus r, but here b is what? B is 9. So 9 cube plus r, let this be equation 1. Okay, now let us take various cases. Case 1. In case 1, let us take r equal to 0. Okay, so here r takes values, this means r takes value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so many values. Okay, less than 9, that means we'll stop at 8. Clear? So now when you take r equal to 0, what happens here? It is a is equal to 9 cube plus 0. So a equal to 9 cube. Now what is a? A is a positive integer, but in the question you are asked to find cube of any positive integer. Okay, so in the question they are asking you cube. Okay, that means you will cube this now. Okay, so cubing on both the sides. Okay, so you will cube. In the previous question you were asked to find the square of a positive number, so you squared. But here they are asking you the cube of a positive number, so you will cube on both the sides. Okay, so cubing on both the sides, a cube is equal to 9q whole cube. Okay, so this I can write as 9 cube into q cube. Okay, separating the powers. Okay, the same thing can you write as 9 into 9 square into q cube. Okay, 9 into 9 square is nothing but 9 cube again. Okay, I am just splitting it. So this is nothing but, let me take this entire thing as m. Okay, so cube of a positive integer, you have got it as 9m. Clear? So let us take the next case, case 2. Okay, in case 2, what will happen? You will take r as 1. When you take r1, this equation will be a is equal to 9q plus 1. Okay, what is the next step? You want the cube of the number. Okay, so you will cube. So cubing, what do you get? So a cube is equal to 9q plus 1 whole cube. Okay, so I hope you know the formula of a plus b whole cube. This is of the form a plus b whole cube. So a plus b whole cube is nothing but a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Clear? So let us write it here. Here in this case a is 9q and b is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but 9q whole cube plus 1 cube plus 3, a square is 9q square, b is 1 plus 3 into b square is 1 square into a is 9 cube. Clear? Just substituting. Okay, so this is nothing but, now this I can write as 9 cube into q cube, separating the powers, plus 1 cube is nothing but 1, plus here you have 3 into 9 square multiplied by q square. Okay, plus here you have 3, 1 square is nothing but 1, 1 multiplied by 3 gives you again 3, so 3 multiplied by 9 cube. Okay, now in all these terms you can see 9 is common. Okay, you have 1 here, let me take this 1 to the end. Okay, so this is 9 cube q cube plus, let me write this here, so 3 multiplied by 9 square q square plus 3 multiplied by 9 q, this one I am taking it to the end, so plus 1. Okay, now out of all these terms you can see 9 is common. Okay, so let me take 9 as common. So if you take 9 common, okay, so here you have 9 cube, so it will reduce to 9 square, 1 9 is here. Okay, 9 square q cube plus here you have 9, so you have 3 multiplied by 9 square, so 1 9 you are taking common. Okay, so 9 square is 9 into 9, 1 9 you are taking common, so you are left out with another 9 into q square, plus here you are taking 9 common, so you are left out with 3 cube plus 1. Now you might be wondering, why am I not calculating 9 square, 3 into 9? Okay, because anyway you are going to take this entire thing as m. Okay, so there is no need of calculation and wasting our time. Okay, so this entire thing you will take it as m. Okay, so here they gave in the question as m, so I am taking the letter, same letter m. Okay, so this entire thing, whichever is in brackets, whatever is in bracket, you are taking it as m, and you have plus 1. Okay, what is this now? This is nothing but the cube of a positive integer is of this form. Clear? Now let us take the next case. In the next case you have case 3. What is case 3? You will take r as 2. Okay, you finished 1, now you will take 2. Okay, now this will become a equal to 9 cube plus 2. Okay, so again cubing on both the sides, you will get a cube is equal to 9 cube plus 2 whole cube. Okay, now this is of this form, a plus b whole cube, so let us write it. So it is a cube plus b cube plus 3 a square b, here a is 9 cube, so 9 cube square into b plus 3 b square a. Clear? Now out of all these terms also you have 9 common, right? So let me write it in this way. So 9 cube q cube, let me take this 2 cube to the end. Okay, 2 cube is nothing but 8. 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 multiplied 3 times gives you 2 cube. This is nothing but 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Okay, you don't have 9 here, so I am taking this to the last. Okay, similar one. Okay, now all these terms, firstly let us write here. So plus you have 3 multiplied by, this is 9 square q square, and you have a 2 multiplied. Okay, plus here you have 3 multiplied by 2 square is 4 multiplied by 9 cube, plus this 2 cube is nothing but 8. Okay, 2 cube I took it to the end, last. So from all these terms you can see 9 is common. Okay, so if you take 9 common, okay, here you are left out with 9 square q cube plus 3 9 q square, and you have 2 plus 3 4 q. Okay, 9 common, so it is 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by q, and plus 8 you have. Okay, I am not solving it. If you want, you can also solve it. 3 9s are 27, 27 into 2 is 54. Okay, here it is 3 4s are 12. You can solve it, otherwise also you can just leave it, because anyway this entire thing you are going to take it as m. Okay, so my point is, why to solve it and waste your time and energy, right? So 9 and this entire thing, everything in the brackets, you will take it as m, and you have plus 8. Okay, so this is nothing but a cube. So a cube you got it as 9m plus 8. Okay, so the first condition you got it as 9m, second you got as 9m plus 1, and you got as 9m plus 8. Okay, so all these conditions you got. Now let us check for the other conditions also. So r equal to 2 you have checked. Now let us check for r equal to 3. Okay, so case 4, when r equal to 3. Okay, so what happens? A equal to 9q plus 3. Okay, but we want the cube. Okay, so cubing, what do you get? Cubing on both the sides, you will get a cube equal to 9q plus 3 whole cube. Okay, it is again of the same formula now. So let us write, it is 9 cube into q cube. So a cube plus b cube plus 3 a square b plus 3 b square a. A is 9 cube. Clear? Simple substitution. Okay, so this is, now here you can see, here you have 9 cube q cube. Okay, plus let me take 3 cube to the end as usual. So you have 3 into 9 square q square into 3. Okay, so there is another 3 here, plus you have 3 multiplied by 3 square is 9 multiplied by 9 cube, and plus you have 3 cube. What is 3 cube? 3 cube is nothing but 27. Right? So instead of writing 3 cube, can I write it as 3 square into 3? Okay, 3 cube, I want to write it as 3 square into 3. Now why, I'll tell you. 3 square is nothing but 9. Right? So I can write this as 9 into 3. Okay, so 3 cube is 27, the same 27 you can write as 9 multiplied by 3. Okay, why? Because in all these terms you can take 9 common. Okay, all these problems we are doing in the same way. Are you getting it? So wherever you can take it as common, you are just splitting the term. Right? So now again this is nothing but, now you can take 9 common from all these terms. Okay, so if you take 9 common, it is 9 square q cube, plus here if you take 9 common, it is 3 multiplied by 9 is common. So you are left out with another 9 into q square into 3, plus here if you take 9 common, it is 3 multiplied by 9q, plus here if you take 9 common, you are left out with 3. Okay, so everything is there. Okay, so now it is 9 into this entire thing in the bracket, let me take it as m. Okay, so cube of a number, I got it as 9m again. Okay, I got it as 9m again. Clear? When you took r equal to 0, you got it as 9m, and when you took r equal to 3, now also you are getting it as 9m. Okay, now let us check for the next case also to clarify. So case 5, when r equal to 4. Okay, so what happens? A equal to 9q plus 4. Okay, now cubing, what do you get? Cubing on both the sides, you get a cube equal to 9q plus 4 whole cube. Again the same formula. So this is nothing but a cube plus b cube plus 3 a square b plus 3 a b square. Clear? So from this again I am not solving, because as I already told you, anyway you are going to take this entire thing as m. So I don't want to waste your energy, my energy and time in solving all this. Okay, in exam also it is okay if you keep it in the same way. Clear? Because it is board exam and I don't think you can waste time in anything. Okay, so plus 4 cube, let us take this to the end again. Okay, so let us write this term first. It is 3 multiplied by 9 square q square multiplied by 4, plus you have 3 multiplied by 9q multiplied by 4 square is 16, plus 4 cube. 4 cube is nothing but 4 multiplied 3 times. Right? So it is 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. Okay, now just see 64 is a bigger number. Okay, now think, can you split this 64 into anything? Okay, in terms of 9. Now how will you split this 64? So 64 you can write it as 63 plus 1. Okay, now let me write it here, 63 plus 1. 64 I am writing it as 63 plus 1. Okay, why? Because this 63 you can write as 9 7s are 63. That means you can take 9 common from this. Okay, now let us write it here. So from all these terms you can see 9 you can take it as common. Even from 63 can be written as 9 multiplied 7 times, that means you have a 9 here. Okay, so taking 9 common from all these terms you have 9. Okay, so it is 9 square q cube plus 3 multiplied by 9 q square, and you have another 4 also, plus 3, 9 you are taking common, so you are left out with q into 16 plus here out of 9 into 7 if you take 9 common you are left out with 7. Okay, and you have plus 1. Okay, so this you can write it as 9. This entire thing let me take it as m. Okay, so 9m and you have 1 here. So cube of a positive number you have written it as 9m plus 1. Clear? So similarly if you take the next step also, okay, next case if you take case 6, you will take it as r equal to 5. Okay, when you take r equal to 5, the next thing you will get is 9m plus 8. Okay, see, just you are getting it in order. So when you took r equal to 0 you got it as 9m, when you took r equal to 1 you got it as 9m plus 1, when you took r equal to 2 you got it as 9m plus 8. Now when you take r equal to 3 you got it as 9m. Okay, when you took r equal to 4 you got it as 9m plus 1. When you take r equal to 5 you will get it as 9m plus 8. Okay, when you take r equal to 6 again you will get it as 9m. The same 3 numbers are repeating. Okay, the same 3 terms are repeating. Okay, you can check for each case. Okay, so I want you to check for r equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have done till 4. I wanted to check for 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the same pattern repeats. Okay, the only thing where you get problem is this last number. You don't know how to split this number. Okay, now when you take r equal to 5, now I am just giving you a hint. Okay? I want you to do it. Okay, so when you take r equal to 5, here when you cube it you will get it as 5 cube. Are you getting it? When you took r equal to 4, when you are cubing you got as 4 cube. When you took r equal to 3, when you are cubing you got as 3 cube. Okay, similarly when you take r equal to 5 you will get it as 5 cube. Okay, in all other terms trust me you will get 9 as common. Here you will have problem only with this number. Okay, you don't have to split it. Okay, so there I am helping you. So when you take this as 5, r equal to 5, you will get it 5 cube. Okay, one term will be 5 cube. So this 5 cube is nothing but 5 into 5 multiplied 3 times. Okay, so this is 25 into 5 is 125. Clear? So now 125 you can write it as, now another simple technique is you got 9m plus 1, so the next term will be 9m plus 8, right? It will be 9m plus 8. That means if you subtract 8 from this, what will you get? So just see, so you will get 117. Okay, so this 117 is divisible by 9. Do you agree? So you can see this is nothing but 9 ones are 9, 9 3s are 27. Okay, 9 multiplied 13 times gives you 117. Clear? So this 125 you will split it as, you will write it as 117 plus 8. Okay, these last two terms I am talking about. It will be like 117 plus 8. Now from this 117 you can take 9 common. Okay, so you will get something like this plus 8. Okay, so it will be of the form 9m plus 8 when you will take r equal to 5. Okay, now let me say what happens when you take r equal to 6. When you take r equal to 6, you will have 6 cube as one of the terms. Okay, now what is 6 cube? 6 cube is nothing but 6 into 6 into 6. Okay, so this is 36. 36 6 are 216. Now this 216 is again divisible by 9. Why? 216 is nothing but you can directly divide it by 9. So 9 2s are 18. 3 is a reminder. Now 9 4s are 36. So 9 multiplied 24 times gives you 216. Okay, so you don't have to split this term, directly you can take common. Okay, like here in this case. Okay, so entire thing you can represent it as m. Okay, I want you to do it. So when you do it, you will be very clear with the concepts. Okay, now when you take r equal to 7, what happens? You will have 7 cube. Okay, what is 7 cube? 7 into 7 into 7. So 7 7s are 49. 49 7s are 343. Okay, this 343 you can write it as 342 plus 1. Now let me tell you how did I simply divide it. You want 9m plus 1. Okay, that means you can split it as these two terms. Okay, number plus 1. Okay, so it is 342 plus 1. Okay, so this 342 you can write as 9. 9 3 is 27 and you have 72. So you will have 9 8 is 72. Okay, so this is 9 multiplied 38 times gives you 342. So from here you can take 9 as common. Okay, so this term you will split it as 342 plus 1. Okay, and taking everything common you will be left out with 1. Okay, like in this case. Clear? So now 8 cube also you can take it as 8 cube is nothing but 8 multiplied 3 times. Okay, similarly you will get this as splitted into some number plus 8. Clear? So this number you can split it as 9 into some multiple. Clear? So maths always, if you do, you will be perfect with it. Okay, so I want you to do this problem. Okay, so the same thing, and I have also explained how to split the terms. The n terms only you will have problem, all other terms will have 9 as common, so you don't have to calculate also. Okay, so this model is really important for your board exams. Okay, so only thing you have to remember is, seeing the question you have to write the b value. Okay, and in the question if they are asking you the square of a number, you will square it. If they are asking you to find cube of the number, you will cube it. Okay, depending on the question. If they are just asking you whether it is an even or an odd integer, you will not square or cube, just you will try to convert it in the form of 2 into something. As I told you, 2 into something, it will easily tell you whether it is even or odd. Okay, so if you get 2 multiples of 2, it is even. If you get multiple of 2 plus 1, so that will be odd. Okay, these are the different models which we have done in this exercise. So I hope this exercise is clear for you, and I suggest you to practice it once. Okay, so while watching the video, just note down the problems and then try to practice it on your own. Okay, so if you have any doubts also, you can contact me through any social media network. The links I have given in the description box below, and don't forget to like this video right now, and also share this channel to all your friends so that everyone can benefit from this channel. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because subscription is free. Thanks for watching.